On tonight's episode of the podcast, we are non-spoiler talking 28 years later. That's right, the third film in the Infected saga. Everyone loves 28 days later. 28 weeks later, I really dug. How does this one stack up in the trilogy? We're going to talk about it. I also checked out a pleasant little surprise over on Prime Video called Deep Cover. It was a fun little flick that we're going to talk about. And over on the TV side, just earlier tonight, Marvel dropped their new Disney Plus show for Ironheart. They dropped the first 3 episodes. I've already seen all 3. We're going to talk about it. All that and more on tonight's new episode of Am I on the Air? Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host. I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news in television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. Tonight, it's season 30. It's episode 9, and tonight's show is titled 28 Episodes Later. We're going to be breaking down the news from June the 18th through today, June the 24th. Got a couple movies to talk about, got a new TV show to talk about, and then, of course, we're going to get into the news of the week. So let's jump right on in. The big movie of the weekend, ran out to the theater, saw it in the biggest screen possible that I could, and that was 28 years later. In 28 days, it began. In 28 weeks, it spread. In 28 years, it evolved. 28 years since the rage virus escaped a biological weapons laboratory. Now, still in a ruthlessly enforced quarantine, some have found ways to exist amidst the infected. One such group lives on a small island connected to the mainland by a single, heavily defended causeway. When one member departs on a mission into the dark heart of the mainland, he discovers secrets, wonders, and horrors that have mutated not only the infected, but other survivors as well. All right, so I was ready for this one, man. 28 days later, way back when that one came out, it was a very interesting movie. I dug it. It was ahead of its time. It was a different kind of approach on the zombie kind of film, but they're not zombies, they're infected. They play it a little differently, but in essence, it's a zombie film. But 28 days later did it really cool. 28 weeks later really amped up the action aspect of it, and I love 28 weeks later, man. They just really took it home. And this is a movie 28 weeks later, with Jeremy Renner, and you got Rose Byrne and Idris Elba's in that movie. A lot of people forget how many people are in that film. And that was a fun ride. It's been a long time since we've gotten a new movie. Then last year, we got the word that Dan Boyle was going to come back to direct. He was writing this one with Garland. You had all the right ingredients. They were going to do another 28 years later. And not only are they doing this movie, they plan to do trilogy. They've already shot the next movie just 20 years later, The Bone Temple. So the next movie coming out next year, regardless of everything, because they've shot that thing already. The third film has not been shot yet because they need to make some money off these first two first before they decide to make the third film. So here we are, in this one here. Where do I even begin? You got Aaron Taylor Johnson in this one, Jodie Comer, Ralph Fiennes, and shout out to Alfie Williams. He is the kid who plays Spike Taylor and Jodie Comer's son in the movie. And I was very excited for this film. Love the trailers. Looked like a good throwback. I love Aaron Taylor Johnson. Think Jodie Comer is fantastic. So the movie starts. And without getting into spoilers, here's what I'm going to say. The first half of the movie is really good. Really good. I was so hooked. I was so in for the first 45 minutes or so. And then the second half of the movie comes, and it really let me down. There are moments in the second half that are cool, but overall, the second half is a drag. And then the ending of the movie, without giving anything away, is a giant WTF. Something happens at the end of this movie that you're just like, what the fuck am I watching? It really doesn't make any sense. It seems so off the beaten path. Obviously, this is the direction they're going in for the next one, the Bone Temple. And it makes me wonder, how is this gonna go? I get what they were kind of trying to go for, but it comes off so bad to me. And it went bad for a lot of people because I got a ton of people sharing my sentiments when it comes to this film. Now, so far, this is a very, very divisive movie. The critics seem to like it. It's at like a 90%, 89% on Rotten Tomatoes for the critics. On the audience side, this thing's at about a 65%, which definitely falls in line with kind of where I'm at. Like, there's moments of this film, don't get me wrong, but overall, it's kind of a letdown. And it's funny because on my video review that I did over on TikTok and I put it up on Instagram and YouTube and stuff, there was a lot of comments on this video. And to show you how divisive, the comments very much were, anything from this movie sucks so bad to the very next comment was, what a masterpiece, right? And then the next comment is like, God, what a letdown this movie was. And the next one was, man, this movie was amazing. So for some people, this movie really, really hit. And for others, we left scratching our head. And I can tell you that's how I left. That's how my buddy Geeky Pat left the film. When we left, we were both so excited walking in. And when we walked out, we were kind of WTFing on the way back to the car. Um, there are things to like, and then there are things to not like. So it just kind of ends up in a wash kind of at the end of the day. Like I said, the acting's good. It looks beautiful. The kills are pretty cool. There's some great violence. Um, but overall, yeah, it was just a little bit of a letdown. But at the end of the day, out of 5 stars, I would give 28 Years Later 3 out of 5 stars. It was still good, but it should have been great. So, kind of curious to see where the Bone Temple is going to take us. But for me, 28 Years Later, not quite worth the wait, but an okay watch at 3 out of 5 stars. Moving on to my second film, kind of a pleasant surprise here. This movie came out last week over on Prime Video. It's a Prime Video exclusive film, so we're going over to the streaming side. And this one here is called Deep Cover, and it stars Bryce Dallas Howard, Orlando Bloom, and Nick Mohammed from Ted Lasso. You also have Ian McShane in this one here. Sean Bean pops up in this one here. So some other really good actors do their thing. Um, I was really pleasantly surprised by this one. So check this out. Kat, who is played by Bryce Dallas Howard, she's an improv comedy teacher beginning to question if she's missed her shot at success. When an undercover cop offers her the role of a lifetime, she recruits 2 of her students to infiltrate London's gangland by impersonating dangerous criminals. So pretty straightforward premise here. Patty, I forget his last name. Patty Conceding. No, actually, that's not even the fucking guy. Sean Bean. I'm sorry. Patty's one of the drug dealers. Sean Bean is the cop, and he goes to Bryce Dallas Howard and recruits her, and basically says, some of my best undercover agents are actors, and since you do improv. You would probably be pretty good at coming up with, working on the fly and kind of coming up with this thing to infiltrate this drug gang. And he tells her to recruit 2 of her students, and the only 2 she can get is Orlando Bloom and Nick Mohammed. Now, Nick Mohammed had just joined her group. He's very, very awkward. He's a quiet guy that they dubbed the Squire, and he's hilarious in this. And Orlando Bloom, who I'm very hit and miss with, I thought he was fantastic in this because he plays the over the top, I just want to be a serious actor. I just want to be the actor that everyone takes, so serious. And he has to really lean into this role, and he takes it so on, and it just works, man. This movie had me chucking up like a lot, man. I was laughing. I was having a great time. It's pretty cheesy overall, but when the things happen, man, and seeing it kind of play out the way it is, I got some good laughs, and I had a very fun time for an hour and 39 minutes watching this one, man. So I have to definitely give a thumbs up and recommend that you check out Deep Cover over on Prime Video. It was definitely worth it, man. I love when I come across what looks to be a throwaway movie and end up just really having a fun time. So check out Deep Cover. It is now streaming. All right, guys. Now over on the TV side, I was so excited because Marvel is back. You know me, I'm a big MCU shill. I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I love pretty much everything they put out. But sometimes, I'll tell you with the Disney Plus shows, they could be hit and miss, right? For the most part, I do like all of them. But there's definitely things that I would change on some of them. Now, Ironheart is a show that really should have came out last year because it takes place after the events of Wakanda Forever. But for some reason, the show got bumped last year and they moved it to this year. And it debuted tonight. And not only did it debut tonight, they launched it with 3 episodes, so I had to do all 3, man. So I sat down, I binged all 3. And this one here takes place after the events of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Technology is pitted against magic when Riri Williams, a young genius inventor determined to make her mark on the world, returns to her hometown of Chicago. Her unique take on building iron suits is brilliant, but in pursuit of her ambitions, she finds herself wrapped up with the mysterious yet charming Parker Robbins, aka the Hood. Now, this one here has Dominique Thorne coming back as Riri. Like we said, you were introduced to her character in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Anthony Ramos is here playing the Hood. It's great to see him kind of doing the villainous role thing. Lyric Ross is here playing Natalie. Alden Ehrenreich is playing Joe. And that's your main kind of cast here. And it was great seeing Alden. He is really good in this show, and I like his contribution. Lyric kills it as Natalie, her best friend, who becomes her AI in her suit. And I like the way that they portray all of that. Anthony Ramos is killing it. This show is a win. This show is a big win, man. Big thumbs up. I really enjoyed all 3 episodes. My daughter sat down and watched it with me. And when it started, she was my daughter's really on this kick right now that she has a very short attention span and just wants to watch one little thing, and then she wants to be back up in her room playing Roblox, right? And she saw there was 3 episodes, and she was kind of like, "Do we gotta watch all 3? I just want to watch one, and then we can watch the other ones later." And I'm like, "I'm gonna watch all 3." And after the 3rd one, she was like, "Is there any more? Can we watch more now?" And I said, "Oh, look at that, miss. I only want to watch 1 episode." And she's like, "Yeah, I really like it." And I'm like, see? So it got her. So, my daughter loves it. I loved it. My wife loved it. It's good, man. Is it the greatest MCU show in the world? No. I mean, it's a pretty simple show, but it's fun, dude. She's a cool character. I like the technology aspect. I like what they're doing with the story. I like the throwbacks that they're doing when they talk about the MCU as a whole. The show just is working for me. Now, the sad part is the show is only 6 episodes. And like I said, they dropped 3 today and they're dropping 3 next week, and then it's over. Literally 2 weeks, we're watching all episodes. So, on one hand, I'm kind of really excited because I'm like, I don't have to wait. I can watch this whole show in 2 sittings. But the other side of me is kind of like, did Marvel not have any love for this show? Did they not think it was going to do good? Like, why are they dropping it like this? Usually, the Marvel shows on Disney Plus are a week by week rollout. Maybe sometimes they drop the first couple, but then it's a weekly show. So it's kind of interesting that they're doing this double dump here. The only thing I can think is because the second 3 come out on July 1st, and maybe they just, later in July is Fantastic Four, and they just want all their focus on Fantastic Four and they don't want any crossover. Who knows? But what I can say is the show's good and I really enjoy it. And I think for most Marvel Cinematic Universe fans, you're going to enjoy it as well. So definitely big thumbs up. Check out Ironheart. First 3 now streaming over on Disney Plus. So let's recap real quick. 28 years later and now in theaters, 3 out of 5 stars. Deep Cover streaming over on Prime Video, 3 out of 5 stars. And Ironheart, big thumbs up. Go check it out. First 3 episodes have dropped over on Disney Plus. All right, let's get on over to the box office. Coming in at number 10, it's Kubera. Number 9, Final Destination Bloodlines, which is now available on premium VOD to rent or buy. Number 8 is Karate Kid Legends. Number 7 is Ballerina. Number 6 is Materialist. Number 5, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Number 4, Lilo and Stitch. Number 3, in its debut, Elio. Elio, the new Pixar movie, only making $20 million. This is a very big bomb for Disney and Pixar at just 20 mil for a big family film. Elio at number 3. Number 2, 28 Years Later. So in its first week, 28 Years Later drops with 30 million, which is pretty solid for a film like this. So congrats on 30 mil. And number 1 for the second week in a row, it is still How to Train Your Dragon, bringing in another 36.5 million dollars. So pretty awesome there. All right, guys, with the box office now out the way, let's get into our news of the week. Now, remember, all the news, if you want to read more articles, if you want to watch any of these trailers, if you need to check out anything I talk about, go to our X page, x.com/Am I on the Air. You don't have to be an X subscriber. You can simply type in that URL into any web browser, x.com/Am I on the Air, and check out all of the goodness, okay? You should bookmark it, and you should be checking it out on a daily basis to always be caught up with that latest and greatest. So we got an article up from um, Entertainment Weekly with James Gunn talking about the current state of DC projects. So check it out to get some more insight. Only Murders in the Building season 5 is officially done filming. They have wrapped season 5. Pretty awesome there. Can't wait. I love that show. We have the official trailer for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia season 17. That's right. The new season premieres July 9th over on FX. We have the first poster for Catherine Bigelow's A House of Dynamite. This will be in select theaters in October, and then it will start streaming on Netflix on October 24th. We have the new poster for Springsteen, Deliver Me from Nowhere, which hits theaters on October 24th with Jeremy Allen White as Bruce Springsteen. And of course, along with the new poster was the new trailer. We have the first full trailer with Jeremy Allen White starring as Bruce Springsteen in the official trailer for Deliver Me from Nowhere, again hitting theaters on October 24th. Looks like it'll be a decent movie. I'm not a Springsteen fan. I thought the trailer was actually really boring, but I'm sure it'll probably get all the awards, right? I'm sure Oscar nominations are abound. We have the first movie details for Adam Sandler's new heist movie, so you can check that out if you're interested. Jurassic World Rebirth Reactions compares Scarlett Johansson's movie to the original Jurassic Park, so very cool to hear that. I'm getting very excited for that one. Supposedly, a sequel is already in development for the Fantastic Four over at Marvel. I'm sure they're not going to wait on this one, so that definitely checks out for sure. Man, and probably the biggest news of the week when it comes to entertainment news was the confirmation. This has been rumored for months, but we finally got confirmation that John Bernthal will be back as Punisher in the new Spider-Man movie. That's right, Spider-Man Brand New Day with Tom Holland. Spider-Man 4 is coming next year, and it is official. We have already heard the rumor that the Hulk is going to be in it, and now we're getting the Punisher. Very, very cool, man. I love it. It's going to be cool to see John Bernthal back on the big screen. How will his killing and extreme violence mash with a Spider-Man? We're going to have to wait and see on that. But I love this news. This was very exciting to see. Russell Crowe is joining the remake of Highlander with Henry Cavill. He is basically playing the role or a variation of the role that was Sean Connery in the 1986 original. So very cool there. I love that. Um, Let me see here. We have the first R-rated red band trailer for the Toxic Avenger. That's right. Peter Dinklage, Kevin Bacon, Elijah Wood, and Jacob Tremblay in the red band trailer. Toxic Avenger. This hits theaters August 29th. It is unrated, and this trailer is batshit crazy. It is so gory. It's over the top, and I am there day one, baby. Let's do it. This looks so good. We have the new poster for The Summer I Turned Pretty. The third and final season will premiere July 16th over on Prime Video. We have the official trailer for the final season of My Hero Academia. Production has officially started on Outer Banks Season 5. The final season will premiere on Netflix in 2026. Sinners is coming to HBO Max on July 4th, so you'll be able to stream that one next week. Owen Wilson is going to be reuniting with Ben Stiller. That's right. He has officially signed on for the upcoming sequel for Meet the Parents 4. This is great. I love Owen Wilson. He definitely needs to be there. We got to bring the whole gang back together. So I love it. Fantastic Four and Avengers Doomsday are directly connected. So that's awesome right there. Now we know that they were in it, but I guess it's the storylines blur very, very tightly. So I love that. Roadhouse 2 getting ready to get going here soon, and it looks like Dave Batista might actually be the villain going into part 2. Jake Gyllenhaal, of course, coming back. Guy Ritchie's going to direct this one. We had Conor McGregor as the villain in the first one, and now we get Batista. I am so down for that, man. I love Batista. So, and I really, really dug that first Roadhouse movie. So, this one's shaping up to be something pretty cool. We have the first trailer for Power Book Force with a final season for Tommy's show. Very excited for this one here. It's my favorite one of the spinoffs. We got an article up with Bill Lawrence talking about Bad Monkey Season 2. We also got an article up with Bill Lawrence talking about Shrinking. He talks about Season 2, he talks about the new Season 3 that they're working on, and more. Lifetime has announced cast and dates for 4 TV movies centered on women who use their faith. That's right. So check out the details on those. Night Court, we told you it was canceled a couple weeks ago, but now it is official. They tried to shop it around. Nobody picked it up. So Night Court has failed to find a new home. And we got an article up with Melissa Rauch sharing her thoughts on hanging up her robe. We have your winners for the 2025 Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. We got a full box office breakdown if you'd like to get into the details of how the box office shaped out this past weekend. There is hope for another season of Mindhunter. We're gonna have to wait and see on this one, but we are finally, for the first time, getting positive word that things might be moving forward. So we will see. Don't give up hope yet. With 3 weeks left to go, James Gunn and DC Studios' Superman movie is tracking to open in the $135 million range over on the domestic box office. So that would be great. Jennifer Love Hewitt is channeling Julie from I Know What You Did Last Summer, only this time in real life for Investigation Discovery's new A Killer Among Friends, a true crime documentary series coming soon to ID, man. I'm there for it. It comes out in July. The Muppets Helmer James Bobbin is reportedly in talks to direct a Dragon's Lair movie for Ryan Reynolds and Netflix. All I remember about Dragon's Lair is I used to have a video game for this on my computer. I believe my Commodore 64 computer. Way back in the day, I had a Dragon's Lair game that I used to play all the time. So that'd be pretty interesting to finally see a movie based on that one for sure. We got a little teaser for Glenn Powell's Chad Powers, which premieres September 30th over on Hulu. Elizabeth Moss, she's got a new Apple TV Plus series called Imperfect Women, and she calls it a fantastic palate cleanser after The Handmaid's Tale's final season. We got an everything you need to know so far on this new show. Um, let's see here. Do 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 do. Sorry, just a bunch of mumbo jumbo here I don't want to get into. I found it very interesting that on the red carpet for the new Jurassic World, of course, Mahershala Ali was interviewed, and they said, "What's up with Blade?" And he said, "Call Marvel, let them know I'm ready." So I love the smirk, I love the laugh that he's like, "Call Marvel, man, I'm ready. Let's just do this thing." So come on, Marvel, it's time to pick it up. Balls in your court. We got your first look at the reunion special for The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives Season 2. It premieres July 1st over on Hulu. Tomorrow, we'll be getting a brand new Fantastic Four trailer. It'll be the final trailer for that. And yeah, it'll drop tomorrow, so keep an eye out on our feed for that. We have the new trailer for The Strangers Chapter 2, picking up right after where Chapter 1 ended. This hits theaters September 26th. Congratulations to Mobland. It's been renewed for Season 2 over on Paramount+. Plus. Very excited about this, even though I haven't watched a single episode of this. I am going to. I'm very excited for Mobland. Tom Hardy up in this thing. It's on my queue. I just haven't had a chance yet, but it is coming, and I'm very excited to see it's been renewed. Let's go. Presence star Kalina Lang, which by the way, Presence is now streaming on Hulu, has reportedly been cast as Chun-Li in the live-action Street Fighter movie, so that's pretty cool there. We have the first poster for The Strangers Chapter 2 also. We have the trailer for Scarlett Johansson and Sienna Miller's new movie, My Mother's Wedding. Oh god, this trailer looked so boring. This movie looks really bad, but it comes out in theaters August 8th. We have the brand new trailer for Weapons. Oh man, this trailer is not boring. It is the furthest from the thing. I love this trailer. This every trailer has amped up my anticipation for this movie. This hits theaters August 8th. I am there for it. Check out the new trailer for Weapons. We also have the new trailer for Splitsville. This stars Dakota Johnson and Adria Arona. It's called Splitsville, and it hits theaters August 22nd. The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Season 3 premieres September 7th over on AMC and AMC Plus, and we have the first teaser trailer for that. Um, let's see here. Samara Weaving, she has a new heist movie that she's working on called Eeny Meeny. We have the new trailer for Witchboard, which looks pretty creepy, I'll tell you that. Um, Black Panther's Ryan Coogler has confirmed that the X-Men movie is being directed by Jake Shear, who did the Thunderbolts movie. So, it's been rumored for a while, but, Ryan Coogler was interviewed and he straight up just said, yeah, yeah, Jake's directing that one. So there you go. Cillian Murphy's new Netflix movie called Steve has been given a release date over on October 3rd. We have the trailer for Washington Black. Sterling K. Brown stars in this new Hulu period drama. We also have the new trailer for Ice Road Vengeance, starring Liam Neeson. I didn't like the first Ice Road, and this one doesn't look any better. So, but check it out. Liam Neeson fighting mercenaries again. Of course, he's got a particular set of skills for the Vengeance trailer. HBO is looking to premiere Piano Man, Billy Joel, and So It Goes, a two-part documentary about the six-time Grammy winner. This will premiere in July. Paramount Plus undergoing a little bit of a name change. It was right now for if you had the ad-free tier, it's called Paramount Plus with Showtime, where they're going to drop the Showtime name and it's just going to be called Paramount Plus. What the hell did they do it? Paramount Plus Premium, I think it's called, or Paramount Plus Extreme. I don't know. I'm trying to remember what the hell it was, dude. Give me a second. I gotta look because now it's driving me crazy. Paramount Plus. Yeah. What's it gonna be? Showtime. What the hell is it? It'll be henceforth be known as Paramount Plus Premium. There you go. So I told you it was something like that. It'll remain at the $12.99 price point, but they still will access all the Showtime stuff. It's just they're just dropping the Showtime moniker. So Paramount Plus Premium for those of you out there that were curious. Ransom Canyon over on Netflix has officially been renewed for season 2, so congratulations there. The CW's yet to be revealed fall slate will include a half a dozen TV movies based on beloved and best-selling Harlan Quinn novels. So we have the details there if you would be interested there. Netflix is betting you'll like to see more of Bet. That's right, the streamer has renewed Bet, the teen drama, for a second season. Netflix also dropped the first trailer for Building the Band. It is basically like The Voice meets Love is Blind. So check out the trailer. I think it looks pretty cool. I always watched American Idol back in the day. I watched The Voice for many seasons. I'll give this one a shot for sure. It's very interesting enough to give it a shot. Titus Welliver is going to be joining Dark Winds for season 4. That's right. I believe he's playing the villain. So, yeah, he's coming, and that's a great addition there. Fear Factor, the next chapter. Remember, there's a Fear Factor revival, and the new host is Johnny Knoxville. So, congratulations there. That's awesome. Outlander Blood of My Blood has been renewed for season 2 over on Stars. Legendary and Hasbro have tapped a pair of writers for a live action Magic the Gathering movie. We got Sarah Michelle Gellar talking about the Buffy reboot, so check that out to learn more. Gugu Mbatha Raw, along with Richard Madden, are going to star in a new Netflix thriller called Trinity. Alicia Silverstone has some daddy issues in the new crime drama called Irish Blood. Mason Thames and Mel Gibson's movie Monster Summer, that was supposed to come out last year and then never came out for some reason, is going to hit streaming July 1st over on Paramount Plus. Mark Moran's new HBO special is going to air in August. He's awesome, and he's great in the new show Stick on Apple TV Plus with Owen Wilson, so definitely check that out if you're a fan of him. We have the new trailer for Please Don't Feed the Children. Michelle Dockery and Giancarlo Esposito star in the official trailer. The new horror movie will premiere this Friday on Tubi. That's right, Tubi getting into the new movie realm. I love it. Lily James, William Dafoe, and Joe Keery star in the trailer for Finally Dawn. And Doug Liman, he is going to tackle Stephen King's epic The Stand. Haven't we made this movie a dozen times already? Paramount Pictures and Doug Liman are taking a stand. That's right, The Stand, as a matter of fact. The studio and filmmaker are teaming up to adapt Stephen King's magnum opus. Doug Liman is attached to direct. Hey, man, I'm all down for them to try another version of The Stand. Doug Liman is a great director, and it's a good step in the right direction. But, man, this is a hard one to tackle, man. Many have tried and many have failed, but we'll see what they come up with. And on that note, my friends, that is our week in entertainment news, right at that half hour mark. I love it. So thank you so much for tuning in and getting caught up with me for another week of entertainment news. I hope you feel educated. Let's do a wrap up and let's make sure you guys have all the plugs. AmIOnTheAir.com is the official webpage. Share it with your friends, man. That's the link right there. It's got all the socials. Make sure you follow along on everything. And if you have any friends and family looking to listen to some entertainment news, they like podcasts, spread the word, man. Come on, tell them. Give it a listen. AmIOnTheAir.com. Give us a like on Facebook at Facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Give us a follow on X at simply AmIOnTheAir and at DXDonMega for myself personally. Same handles over on Threads. You can find us on Blue Sky as well. Make sure you're subscribed to the podcast at Apple Podcasts or Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts. Give us a follow, a thumbs up, 5 stars, whatever you need to do. But give us a listen and spread the word. And of course, you could follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all simply at Am I on the Air. Thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and Pop Culture Pros. You can give a follow at Red Dragons Radio and at PopCulture_Pros. Thank you guys for always streaming our show on demand on your networks. We really appreciate it. And that'll do it for me on this Tuesday, June the 24th. This weekend, trying to get out and see F1 and Megan 2.0. So hopefully we'll have a couple new things to talk about on next week's show. But until then, I hope you all take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll talk next week. Peace. Red Dragons!